Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So welcome to another Christian apologetics video. So guys, today I'm going to start another section of apologetics, right? So in the past videos, I've discussed about the existence of God and all the most common arguments that there are to support the existence of God, of a theistic God. But now I wanted to start the branch of apologetics that regards especially about Christianity. And because the existence of God, an existence of the theistic God could be any theistic God, right? But then with the Christian apologetics, we connect the two things and we realize that the Christian God is actually the God that we were talking about earlier. So they are the same, all right? And now Christian apologetics, as I said before, about Christianity, they regard the Gospels, the reliability of the Gospels. Can these accounts be trusted? Are they reliable enough? Are they corroborated? What's written here about Jesus, about these events that happened, are real? Are they true? So can we trust what is written here, or these are all just fairy tales? That's an important question that we need to ask ourselves, because Christianity, the foundation is Jesus Christ, and we find his life, his death, his resurrection, and all the things he did and said in the eyewitnesses accounts in the Gospels. So if the Gospels don't have enough evidence and can't be considered reliable enough, then all the story about Jesus crumbles, and therefore the whole Christianity crumbles. So that's why it's important to analyze this. And I'm gonna help myself with this very, very nice book that I recommend you to buy and to read if you're interested in these arguments. That is called Case Christianity by J. Warner Wallace. This book analyzes all the things that I'm going to be talking in the next videos, about the reliability of the Gospels, of these accounts, all right? So now this video, I'm not going to start with the arguments. I just want to tell you guys very quickly why it's important for you to examine Christianity, because C.S. Lewis also said once that Christianity is either of infinitely importance or is of no importance at all. The only thing that Christianity can't be is moderately important. You see, Christianity and Jesus made very huge claims. He said that he was God, and he proved it by doing miracles. And he talked about things like eternal life, that there is an afterlife after this life here on this earth, that our life still continues on, so there is an eternity. He talked about hell, about heaven. He talked about the kingdom of God. He talked about the meaning. He talked about the purpose of this life, of our lives. What's the purpose of our lives? He talked about happiness. He talked about love. He talked about peace. And these are all things that are very important for us, as human beings. And Jesus, either he was right or he was wrong. So what he said is either true or he's false. It can't be anything in between. It can't be neutral. It's either true, and therefore, if all the things he said are true, then there is an afterlife, there is a God, and there is a meaning to this life. Or either all the things he said are false, and therefore there is no afterlife, there is no God, there is no true meaning to this life. So, you can already see that if everything that he said is false, then it's not important at all. If instead everything that he said is true, then it's of infinite importance, because it's going to affect our eternity. So how we're going to spend our eternity. So in the next episodes, I'm going to help you guys to understand that there is evidence that corroborates these accounts regarding Jesus, that there is also extra canonical, so outside sources and outside evidence from the eyewitnesses accounts in the Gospels that support the historicity of Jesus and what he said, what he did, and how he died on the cross in the resurrection, and the fact that these are not fairy tales. The accounts, all the things that we find here, this is history. These are things that truly happened, and therefore we must decide what to do with it. We have to either accept it or refuse it. The only thing we can't do is ignore it, because if you ignore it, it's like you are refusing it. So I'm going to leave you guys with this verse that is in John 17, verse 3, that says, here Jesus is praying to God, and he's saying, now this is eternal life, that they, and here he's referring to us, right? That they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. This is one of the many verses that we find in the Bible, in the Gospels and in the Bible, that make us understand that there is a meaning and there is a purpose to our existence. Life and eternal life is this, that we know God and that we know Jesus. When we know Jesus, when we know God, as he says, we have acquired eternal life. So eternal life is knowing God and knowing Jesus. And this is very important, because we're talking about eternity. We're talking about an unlimited amount of time that's gonna go on forever. So I really want to encourage you guys to follow the next videos and to, as always, try to have an open mind. If you are against Christianity, or maybe you don't believe this to be true, I want to really encourage you to try to have an open mind, to take away what are your opinions, and try to analyze the data, the evidence as it is, and try to, from the evidence, try to reach the most reasonable conclusion, as J. Warner Wallace did. When he started writing this book, when he started analyzing the Gospels, he was an atheist. And then through analyzing the Gospels, he came to realize that the amount of evidence and corroboration and reliability that the Gospel had was such that Jesus must have been real. And therefore that's the thing that helped him to get closer to the Christian faith, and then eventually to become a Christian. So this was the video, the introduction video. So as always, God bless you, and see you soon. Bye bye.